Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan. It's bloody good to have you here. This week, Jagex has given us the long-awaited TOA changes. Pole 80 is finally in motion. Deadman mode changes are also in this update. The game mode's been out for about 5 days. Thankfully now the hype is dying off. We can go back to playing osrs until Leagues 4 is finally released. Before moving forward with the video, I've got two huge announcements for you guys in the community today. The first one is for the weirdos in all my comment sections that feel the need to do nothing but comment on my hair because they are confused about how blonde hair can exist. I'm tidying it up on Friday. It's all good. You can calm down. I just let it get out of control because I'm too lazy and I can't be fucked leaving the house. So Friday I'm going to get it done. You can stop being weird now in the comment section. As for the second and more important and bigger announcement, the subathon is officially confirmed for the 6th of October. This is the official poster here. If you want to give any feedback on it, any changes, anything you like, I'll be making this post on YouTube, Twitter, and Discord, so you can come by and give me your feedback. But otherwise, 6th of October, subathon is starting. I had a lot of fun last time. Looking forward to having a lot of fun with you guys this time. Moving on now to the old school RuneScape content. I'm curious if you've been playing Deadman mode, how much money have you made in OSRS GP by swapping gold? Leave a comment section down below. Let me know how much money you've made and how you've made the money. If you feel like revealing your strategies or your techniques, I can bet a lot of you have been doing cannonballs because that's really good money. Otherwise, Oldschool Runescape content's coming in now, straight fire. My name is Ryan. Thank you for watching Rune News. My name is Ryan, and you're watching Rune News. Pole 80 is finally among us. TOA changes and Deadman mode tweaks this week. Looking forward to it. Obviously, bug fixes have already happened. I'm a bit late recording Rune News this week. I'm a sleepy boy on a Wednesday night. Deadman mode apocalypse. Basically, they've added items to the emblem trader and reduced the price of a lot of items in Deadman mode. So potions are a hell of a lot cheaper. They've added entangle stacks. So essentially, what this means is anyone who's been using the emblem trader for the past week just got fucked on points big time. But that's fine. We can take advantage of it for the next 2 weeks. So if you're getting emblems, it's now better to use the emblem trader, which is good to see. Additionally, they've made it so that tier 1 sigils will no longer drop when they shouldn't. My mate got one from a rat in Lumbridge Castle, which is interesting. You should really only be getting it from Wilderness Slayer tasks, I believe. And they've increased the PJ timer in single-way combat from 12 seconds to 14.4 seconds, so clans are less likely to cheese dick the fuck out of you and you can get away, which is awesome. As the game progresses, these worlds and these brackets are also going to be closed, so keep that in mind going forward, boys. Moving on now to the Toons of a Massacre changes, starting with the Baba puzzle room. To summarize this post here, they're making it faster without making it too difficult for less experienced players. So in other words, Jagex is doubling down on the mechanics of the Baba puzzle room. Instead of reworking it to something people enjoy, they're just grabbing a pile of shit that's this big and they're condensing it down into a smaller ball that's bite-sized. So that way when you swallow the ball of shit, it feels like you're eating less shit, but it's more dense than it was when it was this big. So it doesn't matter, you're still getting the same shit in your food that you're eating. It's just Jagex is trying to make it look like you're not eating as much shit when it's just stickier and thicker when you take a bite. So it's still shit. Okay, can we just rework the room? But, I mean, they're doubling down. The volatile baboons will now hit the other monkeys too, which I guess can help. Shamans will no longer spawn thralls if they're poisoned or envenomed, giving everyone a bit of a break. Like, that fucking matters. Just rework the room. Like, when TOA was announced, they said there's going to be skilling involved. There's one fucking skilling element, which is mining. Put a tree in the middle of the room and cut the tree that takes 30 seconds. One player has to kill the monkeys, the other player has to cut the tree. Done. That way you store an axe. I know, oh, skilling, who cares? It's a simple fix. Monkeys climb trees. Done. Like, just fix the room, please. Rework it. Thankfully, however, since Jagex does not wish to redesign the room, I have a solution for you all. If you do TOAs on free-for-all worlds, big 5 to 8 man teams, this is where it's most effective, which I do recommend doing. If you're in a 5 to 8 man team, free-for-all on, what is it, like World 416 or something for TOA, here's how you make this Baba puzzle room a better experience for yourself. Basically, you get to the Baba puzzle room, people enter the room, you don't. Just stand outside, let your team do it. Problem fucking solved. You don't just, what are they going to do? Kick you? Yeah, right. Let them do the Baba puzzle room. You move forward. Free yellow gem, free purples all day. So that's my fix to doing the Baba puzzle room until Jagex wishes to either A, change the entire room itself, or B, no one wants to enter the Baba puzzle room, therefore no one does the raid. That's a simple fix. You can pull a quick one on your team, get them to enter the room. You just sit there and look pretty while they do the work. Easy game. Lobby deposit box. You can now deposit potions that you have too many of next to the spirit, which is huge for people who are over prepared. And we also have a deposit pickaxe box. That way you can deposit and retrieve your pickaxe in the lobby, so you don't have to enter the raid. So if you don't have a pickaxe in there, you can now throw one in there or pull it out if you need to go take it mining. Easy. Akka. Previously, during Akka and Rage phase, he'd teleport to a new location after, for example, 3, 4, depending on the team size, attacks on Akka. Now he'll only do it once you hit. So it needs to be, instead of, for example, in a solo, duo, or even a trio, I believe it's, no, trio might go to 4, but in a solo or a duo, I'm pretty sure it's 3 attacks on Akka. He'll move. Now it's 3 successful hits. Zeros don't count. Makes it a little bit nicer. I do like that. It's still a shit phase, though. Additionally, hits from thralls no longer contribute to Akka's teleport counter. Huge. And accessibility, last but not least, you've asked us to improve the clarity of set invocations. We've updated the mouse over information accordingly, and it should now be clearer for what effect they'll have on the raid. Who gives a shit about that? Pyramid plunder changes. There's your rates. That's all you need to know. Moving forward, that's chest and sarcophagus for the scepter. There's your rates. Move on. PvP, Arceus spells, basically the bind chance of grass spells is doubled, but the bind duration remains the same. Sorry, I'm trying to read at the same time. If your target is a player, corruption will occur twice as often, and if your target is a demon, demon bane spells will have an additional 25% damage and 20% accuracy bonus. The damage bonus is applied after the... Look, the main thing is, there's one of these spells, someone's complaining that apparently it fucks them in cocks, because it's like a guaranteed hit on the crab without splashing, but I just feel like if... I don't know what the problem is. I think it was Mark of Darkness, actually. So, Mark of Darkness, sorry for doing this backwards. Instead of being a debuff you cast on your target, it would now be a buff that you cast on yourself. People were using Mask of Darkness to cast on the crab because I believe it was a guaranteed hit. It would never splash or something. Use it on the crab and then it doesn't use a Sang Stuff or a Shadow Charge. And people were like complaining about that in Chambers of Xeric because it was, I guess, a way to save money in the raid or guaranteed hit. I don't know. The moral of the story is if you're complaining that the Mask of Darkness is that this change is bad for your Cox runs, you need to get the fuck over yourself and maybe just do it properly. How many different ways do you have to cast a magic attack on a crab in the crab room in Chambers of Xeric? If you're relying purely on Mask of Darkness to get the raid done, you're a garbage player. Use your Trident or use your Shadow. Use the fucking charge. It's not that big of a deal. Get over yourself. No one cares. Alright? This is better for the entirety of the game except one element of Cox, and people are literally rallying on Twitter to have that reversed. Suck a dick. Anyways, additional changes. Lava Dragon's now dropping sold heads. Webweaver Bow consumes 1 charge. This is all from poll 80. All the good stuff. Multi-cannon is now available in PvP world where looting bags cannot be used. Implemented a system for loot key broadcast in the clan chat. Okay. Increased Wilderness Achievement Diary rewards for all tiers. Disabled random events inside the Wilderness Boss layers. Players will now receive a message 10 ticks before Mask of Darkness expires. And they've removed Dragon Star Dust from Nightmare Zone Shop. Pretty basic stuff. Other changes, I don't think there's really anything too special here either. All Slayer helmet variants are now correctly shown as lost in the kept on death interface, which is handy. Players no longer receive intended 15% accuracy bonus from Bounty Hunter Ancient Kit when special attacks are performed during the minigame. It's just very simple stuff. Kind of garbage. Australian Worlds are back on the rotor. That is it for this week with the Oldschool Runescape update. But more importantly, what's happening in RuneScape 3? I can spoil it for you now, but that would ruin the next 4-second segment before we go to the Grand Exchange. RuneScape 3 news. Haven't heard a thing about the game since Necromancer came out. It's been radio silence, but No Monkey is over there now playing an Iron Man, which helps us solidify further that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment of Rune News. I am your host, Wade Green, and for the 3rd or 4th week in a row now, Mole Slippers are on the rise as the biggest rise of the week, 414.9K. Look at this. I did tell you, this is where we were last week. Up here on the graph, we're going to be bottoming down here again. We're going to be at 500K this time next week. Surely on our way there at least. There's obviously a slight dip here because people are idiots and they're like, oh, maybe I sell panic. No. Alright? Stop trying to make a quick buck when you can make a bigger buck if you just hold on to your slippers. They're going to be 1 mil by the end of the year. Mark my words, or unsubscribe to the channel. 1 mil for Mole Slippers. I reckon we can go further. We can absolutely push this to 2, 3, 4, 5 mil for a pair of Mole Slippers, but we'll focus on 1 mil for now. Just make sure, if you're going to invest in Mole Slippers, the best way to be able to return on your investment positively is to let your friends know about mole slippers. You want to be as close to the top of the pyramid as possible where I am. You want to be right here under me. That way your mates are below. Theirs are worth less than yours. Yours is going to be worth less than mine. That's totally fine. But your profits are bigger. The sooner you jump in on the scheme, the sooner you jump in on buying mole slippers, the better. So make sure you get your mole slippers today and become a rich cunt tomorrow. My name is Wade Green. Don't sleep on the slippers. Something you should not be investing in this week is the chromium ingot because they just keep dropping. They are highly expendable, consistently dropped, hot pieces of garbage. They're useless. They're going to hit higher value within a couple of months, so don't buy them. Get them as drops, sell them immediately because you're never going to get more money for them than you are today. So don't buy the ingots, sell them while you got them. Now for the most valuable trade of the week, we have the Turmeric Shadow on the rise at 1.4 bill. Overtook the T-Bow. That was also at 1.4 bill at some point. So Turmeric Shadow is not a bad time to sell up. If you're looking for a couple extra mil, wait for it to drop down at the start of Leagues 4 to be able to grab it back, make maybe 200 mil on the buyback on your return. But Turmeric Shadow is going up in value, makes TOA more desirable to farm, especially with the TOA changes. My name is Wade Green, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Invest in mole slippers and our first Iron Man moment for the week goes to good day to you all. He's finally on Runelight, guys. We got him. We finally got him to move the fuck over to Runelight. And he got his Jad helmet. Too bad you didn't do it on the standard Cloud. That would have been impressive. So you had to go to Runelight to get the hard content done, dude. Pathetic. You should have done it on the standard Cloud. That would have made you look like a better player. That's toxic. I'm only kidding. That's good to see on Runelight, man. And Jeezy on the helmet. And I appreciate using the classic Chad outfit. What a unit. Our next Iron Man moment. I have no idea if they're an Iron Man, but they got a Hydrochlor at 3137 KC. GZ to that, mate. Fucking huge to Jillian O'Hara. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it this week for Rune News. Thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to this subathon, which is happening right here on YouTube, where I stream 5 days a week. Thank you all for watching. My name is Ryan, and you're watching Rune News. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge. You got a big boy.